so excited to be chatting with Sarah and Amy, the Gretchen Kleins of the Wilds, the
Oh
people
boy.
puppeting the adventure. Sarah, I'm going to start with you. Since these stories are so intertwined, how much of season two was planned out before shooting season one?
I think we knew some broad strokes about where we wanted to go with the female characters. But we had not really concentrated that much on developing these guys. So because we're such a character-driven show, we don't really plan out moves until we know who the characters are, because we want all of the moves to come from those character places. I think we had broad strokes because you have to kind of know where you're going. You have to, be able to see as far as the car headlights will show at least. But we did the bulk of the work while we were in the writer's room for season two.
Wow, that is so interesting. I feel like with a show that has literal specific number of days to have just the broad strokes, that feels very ambitious. Amy, can you tell me about how that works?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is ambitious. And I do think we have, markers that we know we have to hit. We sort of knew where we would want season two to end for both the boys and for the girls' islands. But the magic to me of television and why I love it so much is Sarah and I had, after we did season one, we broke sort of a general idea for season two. And then you take it into your very talented group of writers and everyone starts adding their ideas. And then my job, I think, is to be really open to letting go of some of my favorite things, because sometimes they're not the right thing after all. And so I think my job is to kind of guide, keep things moving in the room, but also be really open to Sarah and I love this idea, and that idea falls away and is replaced by something better, or we didn't see an idea the same way as somebody else and they brought in some energy. So it's a very collaborative effort, and I love television for that reason.
Can you share any of the secret things that you had to get rid of or that you let fall by the wayside?
Well, I can do an example from season one, which I
Okay.
think is a good one, which is we had a very different idea for Jeanette's backstory as our original backstory for her. And when I saw the outline, I called Sarah and I was like, she was writing a script and I was working on the outline, and I said, the backstory doesn't work. I know we thought it might, but it doesn't. The room went back in, broke a phenomenally new story, which was like, okay, she's actually an adult and she's a grad student and she's one of Gretchen's proteges. And suddenly so much made sense. And it actually helped the idea that she had an adult on the island. So that's how she was selling it to the parents legally. So those kind of things are really like, it's a combination of like your gut instinct, Sarah's gut instinct, and then we take it to the room and everything kind of just like heightens.
I think the Jeanette backstory actually came to be because someone tossed out, what if it's like a never been kissed plot line? And like older person comes into like cosplays as a younger person. And sometimes a bit of a sillier idea thrown out can then be refined into like this serious, intense idea that really works for your story.
I love that. Thank you guys so much. Again, I'm Yael Tygiel with the Hollywood Critics Association.